Good morning from the Enercare Centre. The National Home Show kicks off tomorrow, and I'm here with designer Melissa Davis. Now, Melissa, we didn't know that we would actually be doing this segment together until, I didn't know until this morning, but Melissa is actually the person who designed my condo, so I'm very familiar with your style and your work, and I do love it. So talking about color trends.
We are, and I feel a bit bad because there's a lot of neutrals here today, and that is not
No, you can
not
tell
your
from
style.
the way we've kind of accidentally coordinated that we both like color as well.
We do.
But I do appreciate that this is very functional.
So this is the trends this year. So we're seeing still tons of neutrals, but we had a beige trend year, we had a gray trend year, and now it's much like that mixed metals thing we're hearing a lot about. It's all together.
Okay,
so
I like
you'll
that.
see, yeah, and it's actually quite lovely because in our homes we can incorporate this quite easily, whether you have kind of warm or cool tones.
Yeah.
So it's more about the texture. So you can see this kind of organic gray beige mixes, layering where you have things like this where it's kind of a sheen on a neutral. The fabrics are also lovely, so you'll see, you know, again, kind of a metal threading infused through beige on gray.
It's patterns that make you want to touch them because they're raised and you know that there's something
very
kind of interesting to feel.
Exactly.
What about the blues back there?
Yeah, so this is kind of a play on that. So I call this kind of a pop of color neutral.
Okay.
In your house, you can have this layering of really rich, deep tones, but it's the texture.
All right.
So we've got something that's a little bit more subdued with something very tactile. And when you put these together, it adds a lot of interest, but keeps a monochromatic scheme.
All right, it's kind of like injecting a little bit of color to something that people like. I wanted it to be a little neutral. All right, and then we've got other ideas back here.
We do. So two of the new the new neutrals, I guess is what we're calling them, is this kind of icy pale blue, which is so lovely. But instead of using a gray or a silver, we can actually bring in this, which is a little bit more life to it.
Right.
And then you'll see it mixed with these beiges. So it's very crisp, but more of an organic tone, like a watery tone.
Well, I like it because when you're talking about mixing neutrals for so long, we're like gray, beige. So it's nice that you can have a little bit of a color and use that as a neutral. So I'm quite partial to this because I do love the florals. I love the color.
This is very you.
Yes.
For sure. And what we're seeing here, these are actually, you know, last year the two colors of the year were the blue and the rose quartz. So we're still seeing a lot of that. So this is kind of that pink rose quartz, which people are now using again as a neutral. You can see in the fabrics, the rose tone takes the place of a beige. So you're getting a little bit more life. There's more interest to it. It's not so flat. And then this year, we've seen a lot of companies come out with this fresh green as their sort of color of the year.
And you know, I think this is great because we're getting into the spring, and I want more people to bring color into their home as well. Thank you so much, Melissa.
Thank you.
Great ideas. We're going to throw it back to you guys in studio.